So I'm back again for another one of my tips, another tip in January. As I said, 31 tips, 31 days, and this one I'm going to show you how to do a tape stop effect. This is a bit like when you have a vinyl record deck, you turn it off and the music kind of slows down and it goes down in pitch. But with this one, this tape stop effect, it's going to be really, really quick. It's something I usually chuck in at the end of a bar just to give it something. Now, with a lot of my tracks, I tend to put a lot of DJ style effects within there, mainly because I'm a DJ and producer and I like kind of merging those two worlds together. I like some of the effects that you do live as a DJ, but I like putting them within my tracks. And the tape stop effect is definitely one of those ones that I love to use, and I use it in a lot of my tracks. It's one of those nice things to put at the end of a bar, almost a bit like a fill. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so we just got a really simple beat going within here. Just a couple of samples that I picked out of a sample pack. We got some beats and we got some keys. This is how it sounds so far. So nothing amazing so far. You can pretty much do this with any audio sample as long as it is warped. Now let's have a look at doing this effect on the drums to start with. So I'm going to solo the drums. And I'm going to click on the clip, and what we're going to do is we're going to do it at the end of the bar. Now this usually works best at the end of the bar because it almost creates like a fill effect, something interesting to go at the end of the bar. And I usually do it on the last beat of the bar as well, because with house that usually includes the clap or the snare. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it on the last beat of this bar. So we've got this last beat within here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to automate the transposition. So we have the transposition here, which takes the clip up and down in pitch, but we can actually automate this inside the clip. So I'm going to open up the automation, and then I'm going to go to the clip and go to transposition. Now I can actually automate the pitch of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a point in when the actual snare hits or the clap hits, and then I'm actually going to drag it down. So we're going to take it down by maybe, let's take it down by maybe 24 semitones. Now that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit of a shift. And what this will do is it'll actually almost add this almost fake tape stop. So it's not actually slowing the track down, but it's going to sound like it is because the pitch is going to be going down. So we've kind of got the effect going there, but obviously we have some other bits that are happening within here. We've got the snare and the clap here, but we also have a couple of other beats that are happening. Now what I'm going to do to get rid of these is I'm going to make a warp point here, and then I'm going to double click to make another warp point here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag this off to the side. Now this is going to make the kick and the clap quite long. It's going to stretch it out, and this is going to give us a more exaggerated effect. So it's pretty much there now. The only thing we could do is actually just clean this up a little bit. And we can do that just by muting this part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the clip and I'm going to automate the volume. So I'm just going to drag this down. It's going to create a little bit of a I'm just going to mute this little bit here because we don't really need that. So as you can hear, it works really well as a very simple tape stop effect. Now let's do the same thing with the synths, with the keys. So we have the keys. Let's do it on the same. Let's do it at the end of the bar, just like the kick is. So again, I'm going to go over and I'm going to automate the clip, and I'm going to go to the transposition. So let's put a point in here. And again, let's drag it down by 24 semitones. Now it doesn't have to be 24 semitones. It can be less or it can be more. It's totally up to you what you want to do. Just have a bit of an experiment and see what comes out best. So we got that within there. Again, I'm going to put a warp point on here and a warp point on here. I'm just going to drag this out just because we don't have that note happening. And again, I'm just actually going to clean that end bit up there because we still have a bit of that clip there. Let's go to the clip and automate the volume. Let's get rid of that note just there. I'm just going to mute that. And let's hear how that sounds. So let's hear how that sounds with both of them together. So like most of the tips that I've been sharing, it's super easy to do, but it's so effective, and that's why I put it in a lot of my tracks. I like it because you're not actually adding anything new to the track. You're just kind of playing around with the audio that's already there. Plus I feel like it's bringing across some of that live performance style that a DJ would bring. So all those kind of DJ tricks, adding some of those into the track gives it a kind of live kind of feel. So yeah, that's why I love doing it. So if you loved it as well, definitely subscribe to my channel because I've got more of these tips coming. As I say, every day in January, I've got a brand new tip. So definitely subscribe and hit the notification icon so you're notified as soon as that video comes online. Hopefully, I'll see you again in the next video.